What's good, people? What's good? What is good? We're back today. I told you that can't do shit in terms of consistency, man. This is my day off. This is like one of my few days off this week, though. So I'm gonna post a video or two, or record a video or two. I don't know when I'm gonna post it. But yeah, guys, crisis of motivation, man. Crisis of motivation. Crisis of motivation. There's a lot of stuff to do, none of which I really want to do. And to be honest, I can't believe people have been living this way, dude. I'm 25 years old, man. Like, and this is doomsday for the future, bro. Fuck, we're screwed, man. We're absolutely screwed. But I think there's gonna be massive, like, we're in a recession now officially, even though the government, the Biden administration, and Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, and company are trying to change the definition of recession. But like, we are in recession here, and like this is very, like, to be honest, if you've been watching me and this channel, like all the economics we've been talking about over the past year, this is no surprise. I had a video saying US to see 0 to 2% growth next year economically. I had that video late last year. And like, what do you know, we've had 2 consecutive quarters now of negative GDP. So will we even make it to 0% growth? Will we even make it to 0% growth? That's the question, because right now we're negative on the year. And dude, I feel like we're gonna be negative the entire, I said 0 to 2%, we might not even make it to 0%, man. Is James Brown in the background. Hopefully that's not too loud. I'll turn it down a little bit. Like, it's soul power, man. Yeah, it's soul power, but I turned it down. Yeah, that's my only motivation, dude. Like, I'm telling you, dude, this isn't, I don't even think this is normal. This is like communism that we're in. Like, whenever there's communism, you have less incentive to do jack shit. You have less incentive to do anything, man. Like, it's communism at its finest, dude. I don't know what to tell y'all. Like, I said this in videos over the past year. Like, so, like, I don't know what else to tell you guys, man. It's communism. It's like, what are you gonna do? Whenever there's communism, you just have, there's little incentive to do much. But you gotta, like, what I'm doing is I'm just trying to flip the script and just pretend it's not communism. I'm basically just trying to pretend it's not and see what we can do. And the thing about recessions, actually, I've had a lot of topics that I wanted to cover, but I've just been working, and then I was actually off yesterday too, but I just had no motivation to do jack shit, and I was just recovering, I guess. But like, whenever you have recessions, dude, you never recover, man. Like, I don't think we're ever going to. The thing is, I don't think US ever recovered from the Great Depression. I don't think the United States ever recovered from that, or a lot of the world in general. I don't think people ever recovered from that, because you had the Great Depression, then you just had a bunch of war. Like, you had World War II, and then after that, Europe never recovered from World War II, and the United States basically just gave out a shit ton of loans to all these countries to rebuild them, to rebuild those countries. Like, that, just because we gave out loans, it doesn't mean we recovered, man. Like, we didn't really recover. Like, we had a nice stretch of, I guess, decent whatever, like, from the late 40s to, like, through the 50s, but then the 60s, man, like, the 60s were kind of shitty, like, to be honest. I mean, in terms of music, it was great, but in terms of, like, society, like, the 60s were shitty, so I don't think we ever recovered, man. Like, we didn't recover from the Great Depression, and then you had the 60s, then you had the 70s, where we started devaluing our currency. And we just never recovered from that, because we had a reset right after we started devaluing. We had a recession in 73 to 75. That was when the recession, apparently it ended in 75, but I don't think that shit ever ended, man, because we just kept devaluing our currency. Then Volcker raised interest rates a great deal, but then people got screwed on that. So, like, people still got fucked on that. So some people did well because they understood what was happening. And then at the same time, the stock market started getting bigger. So people started understanding what was happening, and then they were doing kind of well. But then even then, you didn't have families that were having like 8 kids and shit anymore. The US stopped growing, man. Like, we had a lot of immigration. That's what kind of kept the quote unquote growth. But even immigrant families weren't having like people used to have 6 kids and like 7 kids and shit. And that used to be normal. Like back before World War One. But I feel like since World War One, World War Two, like a lot of at least the Western world still hasn't recovered from that shit, dude. I don't know how else to say it. Like, and then we've had like what, 4 recessions now. So since 2000, we had the dot-com bubble burst. We had the mortgage-backed securities, that shit blew up. Then we had the COVID recession. Then we had that was the Great Recession. Then we had the COVID shit. That was like the 3rd recession, and now we have another recession because we printed a bunch of money to try to get out of that one. But now this is a double dip recession. So we've had 4. Like, this is our 4th recession. So I don't think we ever recover from that shit, man. I think I don't know. I don't think we ever recover from that. Like, if this is how things have been, like past high school and college, if this is how things have been, like, this is kind of fucked. Like, I don't think we ever recover, man. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, I want to talk recession, obviously. I guess that was on my mind a lot. What else? Oh yeah, I guess the next thing I kind of wanted to say was a lot of things are about to be free. So as I said in my food inflation video a little bit ago, food is free. I mean, at least here in California, food is basically free. Gas isn't free yet, so you still gotta buy gas, but I think homes are about to legit be free, and that might be, like, homes are about to be free, and, like, Peace Leave, I guess, technically has kind of been free, but it's only been free for the top 20%, or whatever you want to call it, but I think Peace Leave is about to be widely available for a lot of people, and also free. Because there won't be many options, man. The thing is, because so many people are going to take themselves out of the ball game, that there's not going to be many options of people that stay in the ball game, for one thing. And then with homes, there's so many homes, but people are going to take themselves out of the ball game on that too. And then also, dude, there's a lot of homes that are just, they're up for rent or for sale, and there's no takers, man, because there's not enough people, dude. Like, the amount of people that sustained the previous era of America, there's not as much anymore. There's not as many millennials as there were Xers. There's not as many Gen Zers as there are millennials. And then there wasn't as many Xers as there were boomers. So it's just each generation's getting smaller and smaller because people just, like, they're taking themselves out of the ball game, don't want to have kids, whatever the case may be. Inflation also. So it's like, the amount of, like, the economy, the level of economy, and the level of, I don't know, just things happening, it's gonna slow way down because there's not as many people, but you still have all the infrastructure that those people created, because it's only, I mean, a lot of the infrastructure is old, but a lot of times the infrastructure, it's like less than a lifetime of old, though. It's not even like 70 years old a lot of the times, because people built this stuff only a couple generations ago. But then things decline so rapidly that they're not being sustained anymore. but then they're still there. So, you know, if they're still there, like people are, and then like this, I don't know, like I don't know if it's the smart people, the dumb people, or whatever. Like, but the fact that something's still there, you can just go take it. So it is what it is, and then the fact that there's not as many people in the ball game anymore, there won't even be a shortage of it if people just start taking shit, because there's not that much people to begin with. So like, you know, it's not even really going to be a shortage, man. Like, that's like why if you just go to the supermarket and jack food, they're still going to have a bunch more food there later. Like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, it's weird times, to be honest. I didn't think life would be like this at all, like when I was in high school and college. I mean, I had my suspicions, though. I was like, what happens with, like, how, like, one, I knew money was kind of weird, but I thought it was the Rothschilds or something, like the Bilderberg group or something, like, just fucking the money up or whatever, and it might still be, who knows. But I had my suspicions on that, but I didn't know the average person's life was, like, basically this kind of, like, I don't really know the word for it. And I didn't know, like, so much shit was kind of hopeless, too. Like, I don't really know what to say, but I, you know, don't try to kind of reverse that thought for, like, don't think that way. And, like, look on the bright side and shit. Yeah, man, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to post a video for y'all. What's good? Nice video. Me rambling. Like, I got one comment saying he was, like, mad because I was rambling. I was like, dude, if you want, like, the properly thought out content, I had that shit last year, bro. That was, like, last year. And that was depressing as fuck. So I'm not trying to do that. I'm just gonna, like, talk about what I want to talk about. And, like, fuck it, man. Like, dude, I'm in California. Dude, this is some type of shit. Yeah, man, I didn't know things would be like this, man. Yeah, at least it's nice days out here. It's still summer. Like, I don't even really want to go to school, to be honest. I don't want to do jack shit. Like, I have a job now, and now that I'm just gonna I need to find ways to spend money, so then, like, because I could just stack up some money and then just stay at home, dude, not do jack anything. Like, but then, you know, like, do you want to take yourself out of the ball game? I don't really want to completely be out of the ball game, so I'm just gonna keep doing that job as long as I can. And school starts in the 22nd. I don't really want to go that much, man. Like, I don't really want to, but it's something to do. Like, and you might as well learn more shit. And, like, maybe I'll get another girlfriend there. Dude, I can't. This is sad shit. Like, no families, bro. Like, that's. Like, I don't want to make some money and then just try to start, like, get a girl and try to start having kids or something. Like, and I think that's available because Peace Leave is free, but yeah, I gotta, like, what's your guys's? We gotta figure out a plan. Dude, I barely have a plan. And most of this shit's boring, too. Like, do you even want to have kids in a place like this? Like, because it's collapsing society is what we're witnessing. Like, that's why I think things are about to be free, because who's gonna stop you? You know, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, and I witnessed it too. Like, I tried a bunch of experiments and did shit. And, like, I'm, like, from my perspective, like, you know, from my perspective, you just gotta try to fend for yourself out here. Like, keep friends that you got. Like, if you got good friends, try to keep them. And try to determine, like, who's good friends and who's not, man, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, man, like I don't really got much for y'all. Like, and I'm not taking a walk, so like usually I can stretch the videos out longer if I'm walking. But I'm just inside here. Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. Yeah, it is what it is, guys. I guess permission blockchains, stay healthy, you know, keep hope for shit. Yeah, guys, like that's all I got. Brush your teeth. To be honest, I gotta brush my teeth more. You try to find motivation for doing shit. Listen to James Brown. And like that's pretty much it for me. 16 minutes, that's it for me. Alright, thank you guys for watching the videos. Thanks for subscribing. I'm getting a few here and there. And alright, that's it guys. Peace out.